to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. On August 28th, Meriden police state that they responded to Lewis Avenue for a complaint of SA that occurred in Meriden Mall parking garage. After an investigation, Meriden police state that they gathered enough information to determine that the complaint was fabricated. Police then obtained an arrest warrant for Kaylee Sullivan Sage, age 26, and charged her with falsely reporting an incident and interfering with police. She was taken into custody at her home earlier today with the help of Bristol police officers. Kaylee was held on a $35,000 court set bond, which she was able to post. Now, I have to, in a sense, watch some words due to the fact of it's YouTube and all the other good stuff. But I'm just going to state, just she's supposedly 26. Um, and I'm just looking at the picture, and I'm just going to say that both Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can both see that this woman fabricated a lie. And that's the best way I can sit up there and put it. The main thing that I want to state here is that I just want to understand, where are the women to specifically come out and speak against the women that do things like this? Because I always hear online that there's a type of sisterhood and women love women, the whole feminist movement and all this other type of stuff, girl power, girl empowerment, I can do better than you, right? So I'm just trying to figure out, what exactly is the penalty for women coming out doing things like this, knowing the fact that you have actual victims out here who suffer and go through these things and never receive any type of justice. But you have women like her who have more than likely never gotten any type of attention or barely any attention, and they decide that, hey, I was probably turned down by this guy, and he, I feel a certain type of, so let me just put this out there to make me feel better. And this also goes into the whole aspect of the selfish nature of a lot of women when it comes into the fact of them feeling a certain type of way or not getting the attention that they want. They will fabricate and or do things in order to get a type of light directly on them. And that's specifically what she did. That's specifically what she did. Where are all of the advocacy groups for women who are in shelters, who have had to live through this trauma? They had to live through court hearings. They had to go through and see the perpetrator face to face, and in a sense be in the same room, having to relive and have all of those feelings bubble up from the surface after they just got done burying those for however much amount of time that it took them to bury that. Where are the advocacy groups to speak out against women like this and to try to formulate laws so women like this will get prosecuted if it is found to be 100% certain that they fabricated and lied about something that happened that didn't happen? Like I said, I always hear a lot of talk about women wanting to penalize men for a variety of things and coming against men and all this other good stuff. But I never really hear and see that same type of energy when you got women like this. And it's always women like this that will mess it up for women who actually go through these things, for little girls who go through these things, young women who go through these things. Like I said, I read off statistics dealing with women who have actually gone through this. And it's a crazy amount of women that are like, yo, I'm not going to report this because I'm not going to be believed. And I see and understand why they're not going to be believed, because you got women like this and many others that do things like this very, very often. But it's never going to get fixed. It's never going to, in a sense, get stumped out, because women are going to allow it. No matter how much y'all talk about empowerment, sisterhood, and all this other type of stuff, none of that really means anything when you have liars that are amongst you that are willing to destroy any type of credibility that women have. She's one of them. But like I said before, keep continuing on and talking about the men and saying how men are bad, men are evil, men are this, men are that, and keep allowing women like her to skate by and to destroy your credibility and every single thing else that you have left due to the fact of the nature of the real world aspect of you and many other women having to go through these circumstances, having to relive that trauma, having to possibly go over pictures or audio or video or what have you, just to try to get a little bit of justice in a world that's really not going to give you anything. And even the little bit that you would potentially maybe get is not going to ever happen because you're going to keep having women like her do this. So then the whole world are going to look at her as an example as to why it is that they don't believe women, little girls, or young women when they state that certain things have taken place at nightclubs, some random dark alley, an Uber, a Lyft, a college campus, at middle school, high school, a party, a friend's house, their own home, wherever things like this happen. Just remember, it's women like her that are the reason that the world doesn't believe you.